10. Looks like Sean Dickinson. No, let it go. Oh, Saunders back into the pack. Six Monsters. Donovan's in it. Sean English is in it. Oh my God, are you? Caution! No way. Or he's gonna dive bomb him. Here he goes. He's gonna try a bomb. All the way to his bumper. Can he shove him? Can't do it. Dylan Orr is gonna win it here in Iowa. Bump and run! Oh, he's done this before!
Bump and run, the 61 to the inside. Can he make it work? He's got it.
Inside of the O2, he's sliding! Oh, Burrows is around! Oh, the wrecking right in front of him, that's Mogren.
Jones is a great run on the high side.
Drive off the corner and...
They're gonna be side by side. This is gonna be a photo for just 3 wide off the wire. And that's the stripe. It's gonna be Ruggles! Oh my God, what a finish! iSCAR's in. We're up and away. Green flag.
61, Dominic Howell.
Oh, he gets hooked! Oh my God! Hard to the wall! Huge track on the start finish line. Who comes out on top?
Dallas Mayan wins.
Dallas Mayan wins it! What? Make quick work of that number 9 of Eric Andrews. Andrews washes up the racetrack. Oh, let's go! Oh no! Oh! They're gonna be wrecking. That's the big one. Oh my God! Connor's involved. They're still wrecking. Welcome here live for the iSCAR Super Late Model Series here at Martinsville Speedway, getting set to go green at Virginia at the Paperclip. My name is Ezeckiel Reyes.
I'm Benjamin White. Welcome to the broadcast, everybody, and we're going to have really good action for 100 laps here at Martinsville in the Super Late Models. We had this in the last late model season, and it was a great race, and we're expecting another one tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I don't even know who the last person who ended up in victory lane in that race, but as it should be a fun one, as Dog said, not me, but yeah, we're getting ourselves set up as you see some bit of wrecking there in front of your screen. Of course, debuting our new graphics package here for tonight. Yeah, Martinsville Speedway. We'll go ahead and just drive deep into the track facts and such like that. Here on the bottom left-hand side of the screen. We're gonna go 100 not 100 miles, but 100 laps here for tonight. 52.6 miles in length. Banking is 12 degrees throughout the track. Air pressure currently 29.13. 4 turns, 1 in each corner. Altitude around 700 above the sea level. No other configurations. One config track unless you want to run it backwards. Race analytics on the bottom right-hand side of the screen. Again, 100 laps, 52.6 miles. Pit road, very slow pit road, so people have to be aware of if they're going to get lapped here. Under caution, so such a tight pit road and small track racing, I guess you could say. I'm interested to see gonna get lapped here tonight.
All right, I know who the winner of the last late model race here was. You want to guess?
Logan Clampitt.
Incorrect. Dale Holman.
Oh, Holman. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's because he had those open sets. I remember he was a really good setup maker, and the late model series was open set. I remember that. Very interesting. We'll scoot ourselves to the side as we'll go ahead and play the national anthem right for everybody. Again, congratulations to number 40, not 14. Why am I congratulating Peter? He's only rated 8th right now. But we'll be right back right after this. Stay tuned. There's more to come. We're back here live at Martinsville Speedway, getting ourselves set up for the green flag here just momentarily. Currently under qualifying conditions as these drivers set 2 laps. Here are their fastest laps around the .56. No, not 5.6, but I don't even know how big this track is anymore. 0.52, 0.526. Yeah, I'm right. Surprisingly.
Not even surprised. Aaron Mulroney, top of the board by almost 0.2 of a second. He's one of the best drivers we have in this series, and this is going to be proof of it right here, because he just put down a really good lap to get what is our provisional pole right now.
Yeah, definitely for Aaron. Of course, coming in as the points leader, it'll be great for him to start on pole, but there's no bonus points handed out in the Super Late Model Series. Every position is going to count. Not a lot of drivers showing up here tonight. I mean, there's a handful amount of drivers, but see Peter just wreck it right off the corner. Line started doing burnouts. I'd say this is going to be one of the more important races, because I could already tell, looking down at the schedule, there's going to be some races in which some drivers definitely not going to show up for, such as next week. I'm not expecting a lot of people to show up for Langley. We're going to just go 80 laps there, so it's just going to be quick, one and done with that. It's actually the first time we're going to go to Langley ever in iSCAR, but another track, Southern National Motorsports Park. Another very local, I guess you could say. But yeah, I'm not expecting a lot of drivers to show up for those next 2 races. Qualifying out in the racetrack, Trey Shuttlesworth as well as Carson Poindexter. Poindexter in that number 1, he was the one of the fastest in practice. So,
reminder: Carson has not won in this league, so if he can get a good run here in qualifying, he can be in position to possibly get his first win in this league. We'll just have to see on how he qualifies here.
Retzlaff joins in.
Oh, wow. That's a game changer. If he starts.
Retzlaff, yeah. He starts tonight. I know Retzlaff is definitely one of the people watched week to week, of course. K&N Pro Series driver. He is really good on this on the super late model side as well. I've seen him run a couple of officials races there. Win them as well. It's hard to win super late model races because it's open set. Obviously, he has the drive and set. Go ahead and win those races. We're looking at a couple of people working themselves around the racetrack. Keaton Jones yet to qualify. He's making his qualifying lap right now. Allows time to go ahead and go himself to the start-finish line. It's about 20 seconds per lap here, so Right in the middle of the back straightaway. He'll have at least 10 seconds leverage left. Works himself off of 4. Keaton will qualify in, drum roll, 3rd. Nice run for Keaton. Record flag is out. That'll mean qualifying is, yeah. We're good with qualifying. So we'll go ahead and show the grid here right in front of your screen. Congratulations to, oh, hold on, I need to find the grid button. There it is. Congratulations to Aaron Mulrooney Jr. for starting up front, right alongside of him, Blaze McKinney in the 157.
In the second row, Keaton Jones is starting on the inside, and on his outside is Carson Poindexter in the number 1.
Row number 3 going to be Trey Shuttlesworth and Harry Grindle. Grindle had a nice run at New Smyrna. Nearly picked up the win there, but came up short. He's looking to go of redemption here tonight.
Row 4 has Dominic Howe in the 30. Was almost the winner at Lanier, but got that penalty, and then Glenn Bundren starts 8th.
The final row we're going to read out is Joe Berge in the number 83, and Peter Kenny, of course. Kenny now returning into the series here for tonight. Glad to see him on the racetrack. The rest of the orders going to be shown on your screen as we get ourselves set up for 100 laps here at the Martinsville Speedway. The Retzlaff, of course, starting in 16th place. I think we 19 drivers in total. No, 18 drivers in total going to be starting here for tonight. So it'll be a fun one from start to finish as we get ourselves set up. And yeah, we'll go ahead and focus in on that number 2 of Aaron Mulrooney. Starting up there, waiting for, yeah, Retzlaff joins in, so there he is in the back half of the field, but the Retzlaff will be one of those drivers who will compete here for tonight. Dominic already doing burnouts. Probably doesn't realize it's the old tire model, but whatever. Not going to benefit him in any way. Okay. Well, we got 2 pace laps until we hit the green flag. Dog, who do you think's going to win it here for tonight?
Well, I was going to pick Carson Poindexter before qualifying ended, but now I have Parker Retzlaff coming from the back and winning. I mean, how can you beat Parker Retzlaff right now?
He'll have to work himself from the backside of the field, though. Well, it'll be interesting if that 74 does work himself cleanly through and escape up front with a clean car. But right now, we take the 1-to-go signal this time by Aaron Mulrooney Machine. And that number 2 will lead the field to the green flag. And 18 cars in total going to be rounding out the field here for tonight. Work down the back straightaway. Or, I was about to say, for what is to be the final time pacing. I'd say that for the final restart, but here we go. We're up and away. Mulrooney hits the throttle. We're green.
Green flag.
Yep, Aaron gets a really good start. Let's see if Blaze can get down to the inside. He will, and for 3rd, Keaton Jones is going to get the edge on Carson. Carson's trapped now on the outside. Yep. That's a caution already. James Hill is around in the 49.
That's unfortunate for him.
One of the newcomers to this league, already having troubles here at Martinsville. He'll just have to get off the racetrack here, it looks like. Let's see what happened. He had, oh man, that was weird. Just come right up on Parker. But he did end up getting like a shove from Trey. Watch this. Look at Parker up there,
yeah,
flying up the outside.
Yeah, he had a nice restart, but of course, he's trying to get himself going and work himself through the field. I was talking about him having a clean car. Unfortunately, first caution today involves him. And that number 74, there's Retzlaff right in front of your screen. Now in 13th, made up a solid 5 positions on that restart, but took out James Hill in the process. Not saying it's his fault, because James kind of had a really slow restart. Unfortunate for James, he's going to be multiple laps down.
Yeah, it didn't really look like there was a whole lot of damage on the 74, so I think he might be fine. But we'll just have to see how it affects the performance of that 74 car.
Yeah, definitely. Brett Slav is going to restart 13th for the restart. Oh, looks like James Hill has a problem. Shifter broken.
Oh.
Very rare. Very rarely you see hardware issues, but of course, computer breaks in the middle of the race. That'll be a dropout. But other
That's
hardware issues
unfortunate.
like the wheel or shifter braking, yikes.
Yeah, we've seen Derek Smith have a problem with his wheel in Cup race at Richmond.
Yeah.
Cost him the win. So obviously hardware failures can play into effect in some of the races, but it's of course not very common. Because if it was common, then there's a bunch of very bad hardware going around, but good thing that doesn't happen often to these drivers.
Yeah, definitely. Again, we're only working in on about a 10th of the way through the race right now. Working on lap number 6 out of 100. Probably gonna get the one to go signal this time by. We do not, so I'm surprised. But only one car came down on the pit road. That was number 46, Darius vs. Dadgar. Sliding in and out. Only person with fresh tires, but of course, when you only run a whole straightaway, not gonna make a difference for all the other cars.
I think they should be getting the one to go this time.
Yeah, not a lot to talk about since, of course, we're working on the first caution on lap number 1 as of right now, but for now, just tuning us in for tonight, we will be here for the iSCAR Super Late Model Series at Martinsville. Getting set to go back racing. This field now doubles up for the restart. James Hill does work himself back into the racetrack 4 laps down. He's going to have to scoot himself and slam the throttle, get away from the green flag, but here we go.
Yeah, Aaron Mulrooney's going to stack him up 2 by 2 by 2 here, and he will be gone now. Great restart for Aaron.
Green flag, green flag.
Caden Jones to the inside.
Yellow flag is out.
Another
for
yellow.
second place. Oh man, that's not good.
Trey Patton this time.
Getting a lot of trouble on the restarts and initial starts here, so hopefully we get those solved quickly. But we've already had 2 of these now. Looks like Trey just lost it and then cut down in front of somebody. And
That was, I think it was, oh, Allison? No, it wasn't. Matthew Klein.
oh man,
Of course, not to Klein's fault. Trey got real loose off the restart. Just straight spun it. These things actually have V7 tires? I'm not even sure, but obviously you see the big slide there by Patton. Bends it right into the tires. Luckily for James, he's gonna get the wave round, or was gonna get the wave round. He comes on the pit road, so how we scooter ourselves back under pace car conditions. That sucks. Right. Yeah, not a lot to talk about now. I don't think the top 5, what am I saying? The top 5 have changed a lot. Mulrooney probably started where he's definitely started where he is right now. Eaton started from 3rd. Now is in 2nd. That just tells you a bit of an advantage there for that 3rd place car on the restart. Pull themselves forward, because what Mulrooney is doing, he's not hitting, he's not restarting on the straightaways. He's restarting rather in the corners. That could spread out the field, but it also could lead to wrecks. Similar like what Trey Patton did in that number 01 machine. Trey, there he is now on the pit road. He's repairing damage and such, as well as Darius with the Dadgar, and he's on the pit road as well, but here at Martinsville, if you start right on the turn and shift up, your tires already have weight to them because you're in the middle of a corner. So if you shift up, your car transition from a lot of revs to not a lot of revs. It spin those rear tires out. And perfect example, I was just mentioning it, was that the 01 of Trey Patton, the reason he got loose wasn't just because, oh, he just broke out loose in general. It's because he shifted into third while the car was a bit unstable. So a bit of note to take, bit of thing to take note of. Coming for this next green flag.
Yeah, these guys really do not want to see these cautions on these restarts. They want to get some green flag laps in, get a solid run in, and hopefully we get that here on this upcoming restart. As we have gotten the 1 to go, we will go green this time.
Okay, here we go, as the number 2 of Aaron Mulrooney will be leading the field to the go. iSCAR is going to scoot itself down on the pit road and will be launched up and away. I'm pretty sure Mulrooney is going to start at the middle of the corner again, try to out-track it as much as he can to get a nice dive in, and there he goes. He's on the throttle. We'll see who spins their tires this time as we're working to the
green flag.
corner. There you go. I was just talking about it.
Oh, Peter Kenny's around. Caution's out. We cannot avoid these, it seems like. Peter will need to get it back turned around before he gets lapped here. Looks like he will be able to get away now, and Aaron Mulrooney will come back for the pace car. Man, we are not getting any luck on these restarts. James Hill falls out of the server.
Yeah.
Looks like Blaze McKinney ended up second on that caution, so he was able to get around Keaton.
Kenny's going to be trapped behind the pace car.
Oh, man.
Yeah, definitely not what we want to see, but I'm honestly not surprised, because this does happen at Martinsville, especially with the older tire model. Unfortunately, it's just, they caught Trey, and it's caught Peter now. First initial caution was do a wreck in turn number 1, but yeah,
so it looks like Kenny's going to be right now on the tail end of the lead lap. It looks like, I don't know if it'll wave him around the pace car.
Yeah, it'll wave him around once it hits 1 to go, but of course Kenny with...
That's what I thought.
Kenny with...
Bringing out the caution?
With Kenny bringing out the caution, he's trapped behind the pace car because he didn't get himself going as fast as he could, so... more drivers just heading themselves on the pit road, maybe slide themselves to the rear. Darius, Trey, Noah Allison, who also went on a pit road, but... right now, trying to beat the pace car off a pit road. Luckily, on the pit road, the radius is different what it is on the track itself. The pit road radius is smaller than the actual turn. Allow a bit of leverage for people to beat the pace car off the pit road.
Yeah, as you saw there, Trey Patton was not ordered to stop, so he was able to stay on the lead lap and go around and catch the rear of this line here. We got the 1 to go now. It'll wave Peter Kenny around the pace car. He'll be able to catch up to the rear of the field. We'll stack them up 2 by 2 by 2 for another restart, and hopefully we won't go immediately back into another caution.
Yeah, if everybody gets going on the restart, I think we'll have a nice solid green flag run, as long as there's no contact heading into turn number 1. But if we do get another restart, Yeah, that just sucked, but here we go. Let's see what Mulrooney does. Here he goes, he's on the throttle. We'll see who spins their tires this time.
Green flag, green flag.
Aaron
Nobody
gets a pretty
does.
good restart. Everybody makes it clean through there, so we're already making progress as we go into turn number 1. Blaze McKinney getting a really good run through that outside line. Joe Berge's blinking up on the high side. He tags the wall up there. But for second, Blaze McKinney's going to get the spot for now.
Oh, no, he doesn't!
Oh, no, he gets turned.
Oh, there's a big wreck right behind. Oh, Dominic Howe.
Look at this big crash in turn number 4. Dominic Howe is also involved in this. Second place, Blaze McKinney got turned by Keaton Jones in front of traffic, collecting just a multitude of cars in turn number 4. That's another caution.
There was 2 wrecks that happened at once. Glenn Bundren was also turned coming into turn number 3. Not sure what happened there, but we'll focus in on how this happened as they work themselves off of 4. Looks like Blaze, fuck the nose, and you can see Bundren, him shoot up the track and nose it to the outside wall. I really don't know who to put the blame on there.
I'm going to put that on Blaze, only because it looked like he chopped down. Because Keaton, it did seem like Keaton was there. Like, watch, he's up a little further out of the first groove, and then he tries coming down just a little bit on Keaton there. If you go to the helicopter cam, you'll see it. Or the blimp cam, whatever we got here. There's Parker getting to the back of Glenn, turning him around, and then Parker goes and turns Dominic, getting a 2-for-1 there. See, watch, he comes right down just a little bit, and that's going to turn him around. Another car gets damaged. Carson was the car that ran into Blaze there the first time. Man, unfortunate for Carson as well. Man, multi-car crash. The biggest one we've seen so far tonight.
I don't think that'll be the... What you got?
The biggest?
Yeah. I don't think that'll be the end of it because, of course, short track racing at its finest. I'm pretty sure we're going to get more cautions. Probably, maybe even about upwards of 10, I'd say, but that's a bit of a stretch. But as of right now, people who have kept themselves up front have been staying out of trouble. Aaron Mulrooney, I'd say Keaton Jones, but he was involved in that wreck. Carson Poindexter, Bree Shuttlesworth, Harry Grindle. All those people made it around the spinning 157 of Blaze McKinney. There he is working himself back on the racetrack. These cars are tanks, so it ain't over until that engine lets go. So right now, Bill Mulrooney.
I've seen heavily damaged cars win snowball derbies, so obviously these cars are tanks. Like they can survive a lot of hitting, but if you get hit too hard in the front end, your day's done. So we'll just have to see exactly how this shakes out as we get the 1 to go. Once again, we'll stack them up 2 by 2 by 2 for another restart.
This time it's gonna. Looks like we do have a car that did go 1 lap down. Looks like it's gonna be the 42 of Peter Kenny, the one who did avoid it, but. Probably, yeah, that's a rip for him. He has to scoot himself to the rear, most likely.
There he goes. He's gonna let him off.
Here we go for the restart. And he's on the throttle. I mean, not Kenny, but already he's on the throttle. We're back out of the way.
Look at this good restart by Carson Poindexter. He immediately got up to that second spot. Very good restart by him. Keaton Jones really got beat right there. How about Harry Good? Oh, we got a crash. Blaze McKinney's involved in that. That's Matthew Klein. Is sitting down there on the curb. No caution.
Still clear. No caution.
Oh,
wow.
Man. Nice. We just made a green flag lap here at Martinsville, so that's great. And Carson Poindexter falling off just a little bit, but that good restart really helped him get up into the top 3 as we see Parker Retzlaff now in a 4th.
Yeah, of course, Parker, he races the official side of Super Late Models. As I said, he has open sets under his computer, and he can wheel it all the way to a first place finish. And right now, all eyes are on that number 2, Mulrooney, getting trailed down by that number 1, Poindexter, who has a bit of left front damage now. They work themselves into 3 and 4. Retzlaff looking to give the bumper to Keaton Jones. That number 77 got a wreck in the back.
Joe Berge just got sent hard into the turn 4 wall, and he was blinking right in the middle of that, so I won't be surprised if internet caused that one, but not a very good break there for Joe. Caution's out. It looks like he dives it in, and oh yeah, he just comes right up on Dominic. Like he was throwing it in there, it seemed like.
That's fairly weird. You'd expect Dominic to wash up the
Yeah.
racetrack, but the way these bumpers align, the lower front end is lower than the higher end. What the heck am I saying? The lower end. Ah, I'm stumbling upon words. The front end is lower than the back end. That's why these cars get up under each other. That's why Dominic jacked up the 83 as he got tight. And around he went, rather than Dominic washing up the racetrack and hitting the wall. You have some cars heading themselves on a pit road.
William Schmidt in for service. Saw a couple other guys in there. Seth Hood. There's Joe Berge getting that damage repaired. He's going to be back on the track, but probably a lap down.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for him. Yeah, he does. Looks like.
Oh, actually.
No.
No. Never mind. It looked like he was speeding up to go around, but just missed it.
Yeah, we'll have to fight out with a lucky dog. With the 98 of Glenn Bundred. So, if Bundred could make something happen, catch a caution, which looks like he will. Pulled himself back on the lead lap. Slides himself down low, of course, being the car lap down, he has to slide himself to the rear. But yeah, working on our, I don't know how many cautions we've had now.
I want to say we've had five. Yep.
Correct. Alright, so we're on track for more than 10 then.
We have had 28 caution laps. We're on lap 34. I would not say this is a good pace for us to be setting right now. Can't imagine what the average speed is right now for this race.
Yeah, my goodness.
One to go.
So, Mulrooney, Carson, Keaton, Parker, Harry, Noah, all rounding out the top 6. Get ourselves set up for the next restart, 5th restart of the day. We are 6th. Mulrooney hits the throttle, back up and away at Martinsville.
Green, green, green.
Carson got a much better restart than I've seen anybody else get on that outside line. So he's been nailing these restarts pretty good all race. We see all kinds of cars being
They're 4 wide back there.
This is not
Oh!
much longer. Big crash. Matthew
Yellow,
climbs
yellow.
up on his roof. He is getting pile driven now by Trey Patton. The car will flip down the back straightaway, still tumbling, right in front of Darius Reza Dadgar. He finally lands on all 4 wheels. Somehow is driving that car away. And the caution is out for the 6th time.
That's shades of Dale Earnhardt Sr. at Daytona. Getting himself back up and away, but that was a big hit as Klein was attempting to clear himself off of turn number 2. There was cars there, and unfortunately, a big wreck involving that 00 topples him over. And you see there was a big jam up. Looks like Patton there, bam! You see the big hit. Line goes up and over. Got another replay of it.
Yeah, these guys were going absolutely crazy. Watch Trey Patton get really tight, send Seth Hood up the racetrack. All these guys are stacking up,
Ooh.
and Klein just clears himself on Trey.
I don't know if there was
and gets
contact
set
there
for a
with the
wild
30.
ride down the back straightaway.
Right there.
Yeah, got him a
there
little
was-
bit
yeah.
loose. Man, that's...
Or this is
I don't know
Dominic
what
now.
to say about that, 'cause they were all 3 wide and 4 wide when they shouldn't have been. You see Dominic actually got some damage from that.
Yeah,
Saw
I
the
think
hood crinkle up a little bit. That's a card.
yeah, it's Dominic
Stop. Oh, no.
letting people by right now.
Perhaps.
Yeah, Dominic definitely made contact there with the 00 of Klein. Probably sent Trey up the track. I thought it was Klein who got tight right up off the corner, but like he got a bit of help.
Yeah, from the original camera angles, obviously a little harder to tell. So, some camera angles are better for determining the fault of crashes. Like when I officiated, I always used the blimp cam because it showed the contact, if there was any, and it helped me make calls. So obviously, that's probably the best replay camera, I would say. Only one car out of the race right now, and that is James Hill. See, Patton is not out of the race yet. He's just looks like getting some repairs. Just shows you how much of a tank these cars are. Normally, when you saw a crash like that and multiple cars got involved, you'd probably see a couple guys be out of the race by this point. So
yeah, definitely.
Obviously, durable cars, we get the one to go. William Schmidt up in 6th now, and Blaze McKinney's recovered from that early spin to get back in the top 5.
All right, here we go. Getting set for the restarts. Mulrooney, Poindexter, Keaton Jones. Parker Retzlaff. So up in the mix as well. As mentioned, Blaze McKinney in 157. Green flag is back up. We're up and away yet again at Martinsville.
Aaron is just nailing these restarts, and Keaton Jones got a really good restart on that. As you see him up the inside, as we have cars trying to fan out in the rear of the field. Keaton Jones clear for 2nd. Carson Poindexter trying to get clear for 3rd. Can't do it. Blaze McKinney now on the move now. As you see, Parker Retzlaff is all over Blaze McKinney down the front straightaway. He'll take it 3 wide into turn number 1.
What a move by that 74 as Retzlaff shoved the nose in. He's going to make leeway for him to take up 3rd. Meanwhile, up front, top 2 is aiming to pull themselves away. Aaron Mulrooney, that number 2, looking to pull away from that number 77 to Keaton Jones. Meanwhile, for 4th place, got a battle right behind that number 79, William Schmidt. It's Carson Poindexter who sneaks nose to the inside. There goes side by side right behind us. Blaze is tempted. They might go 3 wide into the corner. What a move by Blaze to work himself down low.
How about Noah Allison at the rear of this group of cars? He's fought back from a really poor starting position. He's up here now, so great to see him up in this group of cars.
And now everybody seems to be fanned out. Now everybody's just trying to get into a pace. Speaking of getting into a pace, William Schmidt is not. He probably locked up the tires. Entering turn number 3, saw the puff of smoke there, but everybody right behind this back half of the field being led by the number 70, Harry Grindle. Trey Shuttlesworth also in the mix as well. Peter Kenny up here as well. All these drivers just trying to get into their own rhythm, but this top 3 have definitely nailed the track down. There's a bit of wiggle here off of that number 77, Keaton Jones. Parker Retzlaff is also in this mix as well. He shoves his nose to the inside, trying to get to the underside of that 77.
Yeah, Parker Retzlaff has been running some really good laps the past couple laps, and as you can see, he has already caught Keaton Jones. It'll be a matter of time before he'll probably end up moving him out of the way, because Parker's probably a little bit faster than Keaton right now, and Parker probably doesn't have a whole lot of patience, but we'll just have to see. We're nearing halfway right now. As you see, Keaton's really loose off the corner. We're nearing halfway, so it's not like you really have to push right now. And in case a caution comes out, Parker would be in the preferred line for the restart. As you see, we're actually coming up on a lap car right now. Trey Patton is going to go high. Parker to 2nd place as he gets right past Keaton Jones. And Trey Patton is going to get lapped.
This will be the first competition that Mulrooney has had all day, and not only all day, all season, I guess. The race he's won, he's been dominated. Especially like last week, I think in the Xfinity series, like Atlanta. And now Retzlaff is putting the pressure on that number 2. Talk about Mulrooney being a short track racer. Well, Retzlaff is actually a real life driver in the NASCAR. I was about to say K&N series. NASCAR ARCA Menards West.
ARCA Menards East. He's in the East series. Full time with the 42 team. Obviously, he got to a decent start, finishing top 10 in New Smyrna. So, good start for him in his full-time campaign. But right now, he is right on Aaron Mulrooney's bumper, trying to move him for this lead.
That's what you have to do here at Martinsville, of course. As I mentioned it, we can't say it enough. Short track racing at its finest. There's bound to be contact, and here we go for the lead. The 74 Retzlaff is knocking on the door. That number 2 Mulrooney is a work for the start finish line. Mulrooney's still clear by a car length. So you do have a yellow flag now, and it's going to happen toward the back of the field.
Oh, man.
Peter Kenny.
Maybe Peter Kenny, yep. Looks like he was running near the tail end of this group and probably just lost it on exit. Yep. And he slides it and does not hit anything, comes to a stop in the back straightaway and ends up just towing it off the track. That was a decent green flag run. First one that we've really seen all race.
Yeah. I'm interested to see if some of these cars will hit pit road this time by, because we are coming up on a halfway, and looks like Mulrooney will take the gamble to go onto pit road, but Keaton's going to stay out.
Remember, the fuel window is around 65 to 70 laps, so if I don't know if Keaton's pit yet, but if he hasn't, he's going to need to soon. I don't know if he knows exactly what this window is.
Well, all those caution laps are definitely going to present.
Oh, those do help.
Yeah. They're going to present some type of gift to that 77. And he's going to have to wish for more caution to come out, as the 157 just, I don't know what that kind of pit stop was, but wow, the 2 got those right sides jacked up really bad, really late. I wouldn't be surprised if he loses his spot here. Oh, man, Blaze takes on 2.
Yeah, Blaze McKinney's already out of the pits. Let's see if Parker's going to be able to beat Aaron out. Oh, that's close.
Yes, it will.
Wow.
Retzlaff beats that number 2 off of pit road, and that might have been the race, unless Mulrooney could go ahead and whip it by that number 74. Not saying that 74 is really strong, because he too is going to have to work around some traffic. Top 4 stayed themselves out. Actually, a couple. One of those drivers did take 2, and that 157 to Blaze McKinney.
Yeah, so this is all jumbled up now. You've got 2 guys that stayed on the racetrack, didn't even come to pit road. You have another car, Blaze McKinney, that's taken 2 tires, and then you've got these guys on 4. It's a mixed bag right now of all these strategies. We'll just have to see which one is going to prevail. I think 4 tires easily going to win out in this battle, but obviously some cautions could play to some of these guys' advantage. But we still got a long way to go right now, and we can't really, of course, pick a clear winner yet, as we've got lots of action to go.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I'm interested to see how those old tires are going to hold up for that 77 and Keaton Jones. Last time these drivers did go on pit road, obviously Keaton been out on the racetrack for a while. I mean, for the whole entire race. Noah Allison came in 39 laps ago, so he's going to have fresher tires than the number 77. The panel update there across the wire. Blaze took on 2 tires last time by, so that 157 is planning to start up in 3rd, but Mulrooney has the inside line for the restart. He's going to be 5th.
Yeah, I think Aaron actually is in better position than Parker right now, obviously because of the line that he's restarting in. The inside is definitely way better than this outside line. Here we go, we're going to stack up 2 by 2 by 2. Green flag's out. Keaton Jones gets away. No, Allison did not get through the gears really well. And Aaron Mulrooney is already on the attack for 3rd.
Yeah, and he's dragging along that 74, Parker Retzlaff, as Mulrooney clears off that 24 right up off the corner. One car actually tagged the wall in the background. Oh, contact! Oh!
And Aaron hard into the wall at turn number 3. Caution's out.
Wow.
Aaron went from dominating this race to being junked in the turn 3 wall in a matter of about 5 laps.
Wow. I didn't expect that. I thought those 2 would treat each other clean, but by the looks of it, no. And you see, well, Rooney did come down. He was definitely trying to come down in front of that 74, but just the 74 of Retzlaff, he shoved himself into the corner. It's almost as if Mulrooney turned down late just to get a nice arc into 3 so he could get a launch off of 4, because they were side by side right behind, but I really don't know how to call that. Mulrooney did come down.
This is going to be a perfect angle.
Retzlaff did sneak the nose into 3.
Aaron comes down just slightly, and that's going to be enough to send him into the wall. That's unfortunate.
Definitely. Right there.
I don't think we really expected Parker Retzlaff to already have been under him, but obviously, possibly a spotter error or whatnot. There could be a lot of factors that went into that, but either way, Aaron Mulrooney's super late model is now junked on the front end. Looks like he's still on the lead lap, but obviously that car is not in as good shape as it was just about 5 laps ago.
Well, that just means an eye for an eye. So if Mulrooney works himself back up to that 74's bumper, I'd expect more sparks to fly between them. We still have just about 40 laps to go in this race. So, man.
I have a question on how long Keaton Jones can still do this on this tank of gas. We'll just,
I mean, with this caution coming out, it's definitely going to help him.
as you can see, it's been 63 laps since he's pit. If I'm Noah Ellison now, I'm pitting. I'm going to go ahead and get that fuel to be able to get to the end. Keaton's kind of in a hard spot right now, though. I mean, Noah has a lot more time than Keaton does to make the pit stop, so...
right.
Keaton's the guy that's probably going to urgently need to pit here soon. We'll just see how long he's able to stretch it, because all these cautions are really helping him out. As we see 1 to go, we'll get him doubled up for the restart. That's going to put Parker Retzlaff on the inside now, which is exactly where he wants to be on the restart.
Yeah, but the question is, can he get by the 77 Keaton Jones in time? Work in corners. Here we go. He's going to pull the same maneuver that Mulrooney did. Oh, you see there?
Oh!
Wow. Big
Blaze
tire
McKinney.
spin.
Retzlaff immediately to second spot.
Lots of scrambling toward the back half of the field. He might look 3 wide around there. Now up front, it's Keaton Jones with older tires, and then number 74, Retzlaff, trying to hold him off. Oh, big
man.
wiggle.
Oh,
big
hard
crash!
Oh, big crash. One car's upside
man.
down, just careening out of control on the front straightaway. Joe Berge is still flipping. That's, I think, the second flip we've had this race. A ridiculous crash on the front straightaway for Joe Berge. Look at this crash. Look at this replay. He gets, like, turned and then blinks. It's, like, really... I don't know what's up with Joe's blinking, man. But it makes for some really crazy wrecks, I'll tell you what.
Oh, looks like he tried to come down on the double shade off of somebody's nose. I think it was Dominic.
Yes, it was. Holy cow!
What?
I cannot believe he flipped that many times.
Yeah, wow, that was wild. It's almost yeah, he did. Well, line was definitely there. Man.
When Joe's blinking, I don't know if he can really see where all the cars are around him. Obviously, when you're blinking, it's difficult to see like exactly where the cars are relative to yours. But only I know what Joe was thinking there, and he's probably thinking, "Damn it, I wrecked." And unfortunately, that is probably going to end his day, as he went completely flipping down the front straightaway.
That's unfortunate. Now Retzlaff's your leader. Keaton Jones has actually slid himself onto pit road. Brought in everybody from 11th on back onto pit road. Darius is a Dadgar, obviously, onto pit road for 4 tires. Mulrooney. I don't think that damage is to bring him anywhere. So with Retzlaff now starting up front, fastest car in the race, now has clean air. So
this is the exact spot Parker wants to be in right now, because Aaron Mulrooney is still back outside the top 10. Not really where he wants to be right now, but I feel like that's the only car that could have held off the 74. But obviously things can change in a hurry, so we'll just have to Let's see how these next 31 laps play out.
Yeah, of course now. I would say we have a different base of this top 5, but Blaze McKinney, of course, with a broken car still up in the mix. Now, Noah Allison, he started himself from 17th, now worked himself into 3rd. Harry Grindle started in 6th, now is in 4th. Or might be 3rd.
Want to go this time?
And William Schmidt, he started himself in 11th, now in 5th.
All right, so now Parker Retzlaff is finally able to restart out front. Let's see what he can do on some of the freshest tires on this racetrack. They'll stack him up 2 by 2 by 2, and he will be gone. Green flag is back out.
Green, green, green.
A little bit of stack up here in the rear of the field. There's a damaged car. I think that's Klein, just staying high. Really good restart for Parker Retzlaff. Not very good for Noah Allison, as you see he was up on the high side there. Able to get in front of William Schmidt, be clear. How about Harry Grindle up to 3rd?
Mulrooney just shoved himself under that number 69 as Seth Hood worked himself up in position. He's now in 8th, but of course, still a long ways back, all the way to that number 74, Retzlaff, who's now into turn number 3.
Yeah, Aaron is driving mad right now. He obviously did not want to see his race get ruined by that crash. We just have to see how quickly he can recover. We're going to be running out of laps real soon, and hopefully he's able to get back up there, because I want to see him battle Parker for the win.
Side by side, this is Noah Allison and William Schmidt going to go side by side. It's going to cause a bit of a jam up here for this position. They're still side by side. Glenn Bundren doesn't really know where to go. He got tight entering the corner. Speaking of tight, one car just shoved himself to the low side. That's Mulrooney. And he works himself now what is to be 7th place.
No, Allison actually doing really well up on that outside. Look at him. He's pinching Schmidt down there, and Schmidt really can't get a good run on exit. Aaron's going to get, excuse me, that's Noah Allison up on the high side, able to get that run off. And unfortunately, he takes just a little wide, but he's able, look, he gets that good exit down the back straightaway, and he's able to hang with Schmidt. Oh, Schmidt really gets a little tighter into that corner there to come off 4. Noah is still holding the ground up in that 4th spot. He's on much older tires than those guys as well.
Got a battle here for 2nd as off the racetrack goes Noah.
Yeah, I think Schmidt had enough of that. And here comes Aaron. Aaron really gaining some spots now.
Puts himself into 5th. Again, every position matters for that number 2, because more positions he gets, more points he'll get. Such.
I feel like about right now is when Aaron needs a caution, because he'd be on that inside line and a bunch of field back up.
Yellow, yellow,
Right,
yellow.
there he is. He caught it.
Wow. Got a car around up here.
Keaton
That
Jones.
is Keaton Jones. Oh, no. He'll spin that car around and get it back going. Let's get a replay.
Yeah, I guess commentator's jinx is working to Mulrooney's favor. We're just talking about cautions.
Oh,
Poindexter.
Carson. Carson just threw it in there, and Keaton was there. Carson's not like that. I'm not sure if he just misjudged that or what, but obviously it's going to bring the caution out now. We're back under pacing conditions. Klein's going to get a free pass. We'll be 2 laps down, I think.
And now 20 laps to go this time by. Retzlaff up front. Brindle's going to be starting in 3rd. He's been in this position before, but of course, Retzlaff, he has so much speed. With him starting up front, He has a lot of advantages this restart. Could be interesting to see on how things will go.
Yeah, Aaron's recovery has been really good this race, and if he's able to get to Parker Red's last back bumper, oh boy, I don't know if that's going to go over too well.
Yeah. Bill has at least, I think we'll take at least 17, 16, 17, 18 go restart. Likely on lap 17 is when we'll take the green, but...
Oh, Parker. Looks like he's coming in. Unless he was just fooling around. Nope, he was just fooling around. He was down there looking like he was going to enter the pits, but... Obviously just fooling around under caution, and he will still be in the lead.
To go.
We'll stack them up 2 by 2 by 2 for another restart. And let's see how Aaron Mulrooney is going to do on this restart. I feel like he is going to be the biggest benefit off of this. And if he can catch another caution while he runs third, man, that's going to be good for him. But we're just going to have to see. We're going to stack them up 2 by 2 by 2 into turn number 3. Pace car's in. Parker is gone. Green flag is back out.
Green flag, green flag.
17 to
Oh,
go.
there he goes!
Oh, big one. Again,
Yellow,
Glenn
yellow,
Buntran
yellow.
just gets hit hard as we have a pileup on the front straightaway. Darius Reza Dadgar also involved. It's another car that was involved in that. I think Seth Hood in the 69. And that is unfortunate. Caution is back out. Darius Alt F4's out of that. He's had enough.
I was about to say, I wouldn't be surprised if you do see some cars with Bundren talking about spinning tires off the restart. He's just squeezed himself by. I wouldn't be surprised to see some bit of black flags for passing under that 98. Of course, he spun out. Couldn't really do much, but also came back out.
Hate to see it for Glenn Bundren because he was involved in an earlier accident, and now this is going to add an insult to injury for the 98.
Bundren fell down on the pit road. Up here with now gonna be 13 laps to go. Parker didn't even gain, not Parker, but Mulrooney. He didn't even gain spot off of that restart. It's the caution came out so abruptly. So he's gonna have even lesser laps to catch that number 74 of Parker.
Yeah, that he'd not want to see that caution come out so early. He probably want to see it after maybe a lap or so. But unfortunately, that's how the cookie crumbled in this. And looks like we will be, looks like 2 to go now to the restart.
Yeah, most likely.
Really good job by Harry Grindle to be able to keep his car in the top 3 and clean.
Yeah, definitely. Well, yeah. He does have a clean car. 0x on that machine. Harry, Sonic 0 for 2's game. He runs 24/7. I have pull up driver statistics and see where how he running right now. But yeah, started in 6th, now up in 3rd. right behind the 74 Retzlaff. Make something happen. As long as he gets a good restart, but we'll have to see. The 74 has been sitting on the throne there for a while. Here we go.
Oh, Blaze!
Green flag.
Good job by him to not spin the car, but that was not really the restart that he wanted.
Whoa!
He goes way wide into turn number 1. That'll gift Aaron Maroney a couple of spots now as that blocks Schmidt in, and now Harry is up to 2nd.
Oh boy, if we do have a caution, Mulrooney's going to be in 3rd into the back of that number 74. It's going to be interesting if we do get another restart. Meanwhile, we're scrambling right here. Schmidt shoved himself low, that number 19, Shuttlesworth. Cars seem to have walked side by side as Shuttlesworth might have tagged the wall right above the corner. Schmidt drives it in deep. Here we go for 2nd place. Mulrooney, oh, he stuck the nose in there momentarily, but Harry's just trying to get himself away. Oh, right there, he overshot the corner. It's going to open up the door for the 2. Mulrooney now probably going to take it into 3. Nope, Harry got a nice run off the corner, but
He's going to end up being trapped on that outside now. He goes wide off for 4 again. Wow, actually, he was able to keep the foot in the throttle, able to keep 2nd. That was great.
again, he overshot in turn 1. Seems that seems to be his trouble spot. Look at Poindexter in that number 1. He wants to make something off of that as well. They work into the corners, still side by side. Here could get a nice run off the corner. I'm fairly surprised. But Mulrooney is now edging at number 70 as they enter 1. I didn't know Martinsville had been a multi-groove in it.
That is exactly what Parker Retzlaff wanted to see. He is just off to the races in that number 74. He's already out to about a 1.7 second gap over Aaron. At this point, I don't feel like Aaron's going to have enough time to be able to catch Parker. Unless we get caution.
Caution comes out, everything is going to be flipped.
Oh, Trey Shuttlesworth was loose off the turn. Ooh, that almost was it.
Still a lot of, well, I wouldn't say still a lot of racing left, but 4 laps to go this time by. Watch the middle portion of the field as they duke it out. It's Poindexter, Grindle, look at the 79 trying to cut off the 157. It's Blaze McKinney. Schmidt walks up the tires in the corner. Up all the track. Blaze works himself low. Schmidt throws
Schmidt's
the block.
gonna block. Oh, that
Oh.
could be the dump. Watch this. Blaze McKinney's gonna get to his inside, I think. At this point, Schmidt's like, okay. You were gonna wreck me there. I'm just gonna give you the spot and try and battle it out in the next lap or so, as we've got 2 laps to go now. Parker Retzlaff's gone here up front. Now up to 2.2 seconds over Aaron Maroney, down the back straight away.
Yeah, if the caution were to come out, it has to come out now, but Retzlaff reaching the white flag. It's too little too late for Mulrooney. White flag this time by.
It's the first start for Parker Retzlaff this season here in the Super Late Model Series. Final time into turn number 3. He has dominated ever since he took that lead away from Keaton Jones, and he will win here at Martinsville tonight. Parker Retzlaff, your winner. Aaron Maroney comes home 2nd. 3rd, Carson Poindexter. 4th, Harry Grindle. 5th goes to Blaze McKinney. And 6th, I think, will go to Noah Allison, as we have a crash down the back straightaway. And Peter Kenny is just riding the wall up there. I have no idea how he's still on his side now. Down the back straightaway. And he gets it on his wheels. Good win for Parker Retzlaff right there. Took a little bit of bumper pushing to do it, but win is a win here. And one of the quickest cars all day. I predicted it. He was going to come from the back and win, and that is exactly what happened. You see, he is just, I guess, taking a victory lap around the pit lane.
Yeah. And what a great win for that number 74, Parker Retzlaff. Damage. Worked himself up there from the back half of the field, and now here he is, victory lane. We're going to scoot ourselves to the side and go ahead and drag in the top 3 for interviews, as Retzlaff's going to do his burnouts on the front stretch. Back here live at the race. I don't even know. My brain's farting all sorts of places. iSCAR Super Late Model Series Martinsville 100. Go ahead and drag in our top 3 into the booth, starting with at number 2, Aaron Mulroney. Goes. Mulroney, you got a copy?
Yep.
Hey man, I know you have the flu, but honestly, racing with a flu like that, definitely a good result here after 100 laps of chaos.
Yeah, I would say so. I was a little bit under the weather, but you know, it was a pretty good race. It was interesting having to battle with Parker throughout the entire race, and then there was some incidents, and I had to basically fix the damage and work my way through. And you know, I'll take this second place finish for what I had to overcome.
Yeah, definitely. With your points lead, you finished in front of Carson, who finished out in 3rd here tonight. So, only just 1 point advantage after Martinsville, but obviously, I'd say a good recovery after that wreck into turn number 3.
Yeah, I'd say so. You know, it was just hard racing, and there's really nothing you can do about it. So I'll just take the finish and just move on to next week.
Airman 10-4. Hopefully, you could go ahead and recover with a flu. Recover without
Thank
the
you.
flu, stuff like that. Because I know
Appreciate it.
we'll go ahead and let you go early. But before we let you go, any sponsor you want to thank you for tonight?
Yeah, Zeke, I'd like to thank you and Ben for broadcasting tonight. I'd also like to thank Proximity Racing, Splash Go Graphics, Tracials with Images, All-Star Garage Doors, and iRacing for creating this service.
And for Aaron Mulroney, going to round himself out in 2nd. We'll go ahead and see you around, man.
Thanks. Have a good one.
We'll go ahead and drag in the 157 of Blaze McKinney into the booth. Dog, you go ahead and take
Parker.
this one. Oh, Retzlaff did.
Yep, Retzlaff is here. Blaze McKinney, you got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
You got turned early in the race, and you overcame it to finish in the 5th spot. Talk about what the car was handling like out there with that damage.
Yeah, I mean, the whole night it was pretty good. I mean, after the damage, I only had like 13 seconds. I fixed most of it. I still had quite a bit left, but I just didn't really feel the need to fix it because it's a short track and it doesn't really matter. So I ran around there, tried to work myself back to the front. I got back up to the front. I ran 2nd there for a while, and then Harry sent me into the corner with like 10 to go, and then I couldn't get back into the top 3 after that. So 5th is good enough, I guess, after the amount of times I got basically turned. So I don't know.
Yeah, these cars are tanks. I was really surprised to see some of the guys really come back from the damage that they sustain in crashes. Good run, Blaze. You got any sponsors to thank tonight?
Crystal Designs and Bunch of Lawn Care and iRacing Media. That's about it.
Bunch of lawn care. All right. Have a good night, Blaze. Thank you for coming in for an interview, and good luck in any of the other iSCAR races you might be doing this week.
Thank you.
Blaze McKinney in the 157. We'll go ahead and drag in our winner after 100 laps here tonight. Parker, you got a copy?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hi, Parker, man. Well, you drove one hell of a race. I know you're usually run on the official side, but you're coming down in the iSCAR. You're here with a fixed set. Pretty sure the fixed set wasn't to your liking, but you still drove it up a great race up in 1st. You had to start yourself in the back, though. How was the car out there?
It was great. I figured out in the middle of that one run that you could downshift, and it was a lot faster. So I started doing that.
Ah, interesting. So, with downshifting, did it, how did the car handle through, in the middle of the corner while downshifting? I know the revs had to be different, the tires, of course, spinning, I wouldn't say spinning, but how was it better downshifting?
It made the car a little bit looser off, but it was still a lot faster to downshift. So it was really good.
And for, I know it's a short interview because I have not a lot of questions because of the amount of cautions we had here tonight, but otherwise than that, any last second comments or last second sponsor you want to go ahead and insert here before we let you go?
Nah, just thank you to Rapid and everybody that I race with every week, and I'm sorry to Aaron for killing Aaron on the backstretch.
And 10-4, Parker Retzlaff going to round himself out in 1st after starting in 16th. We'll go ahead and see you around, man.
See ya.
Parker Retzlaff in the number 74, and that'll be it here for tonight. Congratulations to your winner, that number 74, Parker Retzlaff. Till next time, Dog, what you think about tonight's race?
Yeah, we had a lot of cautions, and that kind of ruined overall how people thought of the race. But as far as some of the action went under green flag, I thought it was a pretty decent race. Very excited for the rest of this week. We have the trucks at New Hampshire on Friday. We have Cup at Auto Club on Saturday and Xfinity at Vegas on Sunday. Those should all be pretty good races. Just tune in for the rest of this week. We're probably going to have this new graphics package probably a little bit more ready than it is right now, but obviously in the works for KMN. Obviously, with all the different things that we're trying now, just one of the changes. So really excited for the next couple of weeks. I'll be broadcasting about 2 races a week in the booth, so that's nice. And until next time, I'm Benjamin White, Ezeckiel Reyes, obviously the person that's putting this whole broadcast on. Thank you guys for watching, and tune in Friday.